Hey, so before we go in tonight, I wanted to share a thought that I was having, um, and and I want to tie it to an automotive metaphor. And so, what I was thinking about was antifreeze. Okay, here we go. So, antifreeze uh, isn't the best by itself. Okay, it's there to bring the boiling point lower, protect against corrosion, and against freezing. But 100% antifreeze in your car is not good. And the same to be said about water. 100% water in your cooling system is not good either. It freezes. The water can boil. It can cause corrosion. And so, too much antifreeze, you lose the cooling efficiency. Too much water, and you have potential of freezing the engine block and cracking it. And so, you need a balance. And this is why it's typically a 50-50. Think you know where I'm going, right? So, life works the same way. And here's where it is. You can't live on the grind all the time, and you can't live on comfort alone. Because if you have too much grind, you're going to overheat. And too much comfort, you're going to get soft or round. And you need discipline and grace, work and rest, strength and humility. And as a teacher, I've definitely learned this. I am probably, like a lot of people say, we are our own worst enemies. I definitely criticize myself more than probably anybody else. But I need to give myself that grace. Because if in my classes, if I go 100% structure and rigid rules and that, well, the students shut down and they don't produce work. They just freeze up. But if I give 100% freedom, then I get chaos. And it's the same as a dad. Even today, having to have one of my son sort his laundry as an additional chore to what else is needed because he keeps telling me he has no clothes, and so he always just gives me back all the same clothes. And I'm like, dude, you need to go through this. And so we sat down together, and he was quite grumpy about it. We had to be strict. But I can't also just bend to the whims of every request. I have to hold that, because if I bend to everything, then you'll never grow to understand your full potential. Okay, there's a great story, and I'm gonna probably mess it up, but a very great story I remember is about a kite. Okay, the kite's flying higher and higher and higher, and the little boy asked the dad, "Well, Dad, why don't we let the kite go and let it fly to the high heights?" And the dad goes, "No, we have to help hold the kite grounded. It can't have full freedom or it will crash." And so the boy, not believing that, let go of the kite, and sure enough, it went up, but then it crashed down. And so we need to make sure that we are grounded, that we have our 50-50 blend, that we're not just all grind and we're not all comfort, but that we are structured, that we know the pressure but also the rest. Because a stable system doesn't happen by accident. You have to do this. You have to focus on this. You have to understand this. And that is why in my morning I write down all the tasks that I would like to get done in that day. And then I work on them, but I don't hate myself for not getting to them. But this is my structure. That's the kite string. That's the 50-50 antifreeze and water. Okay, that is the balance that we have to have. So I want you today to figure out where your balance is. And not let too much coolant be or too much water, but make it a good 50-50 balance so that you're not too comfortable, but you have the pressure going. Because you're not alone. God loves you. I love you. And until we write again, thank you.